There's something about the idea of being a custodian of something that has lived before, has had a life before. With an old classic car that's been driven by successive generations of people that have loved that car, and you're forming part of that relationship and continuum into the future.
I own a 1966 Ford Mustang triple black convertible. When I bought it, it was almost like a Fred Flintstone car. There were no floors in it. The only thing that was really in good shape was the engine and the gearbox, and the rest needed an awful lot of work.
At the moment I have 3 cars. This is my baby. It's built in 1957. When I saw this car, it was so dusty, but the look of the car, there was something there which, was inviting. And I said, okay, I would have this.
This little gem was my second acquisition. It's a Alfa Romeo Giulia Spider. This is the 1964 model. Maybe 10,000 survive today. So to me, it's one of the most beautiful cars ever made.
My original classic car that I bought back in 1976 was a Daimler SP250. And it was in New Zealand, and I decided it was a time I should bring it up to Dubai and restore it here. So I came to see Vijay, but in the back of his garage was this wonderful Mercedes limousine, a very special one. And I thought to myself, wow, this guy Vijay, he's the person I need to connect up with to do some restoration work in Dubai. We started to pull it apart. And Vijay's team did the most wonderful work of supporting me, and it's that quality of work and Vijay's attention to detail that is what has always impressed me. And that's really where the story started.
I was a regular visitor before I brought the car in, just to see the craftsmanship, and I was impressed by the craftsmanship.
The entire team here, not just Vijay, they understood a basic philosophy of restoration. How much of the original metal can we retain?
Particularly the Indian craftsmen that have got metal running in their veins. Some of these guys come from families that have been blacksmiths for 500 years.
Relation between Vijay and I, it was like love in first sight. In first 5 minutes we spoke, I felt that we are on the same vibe, and I asked for advice on the car. He purely gave me his opinion. He was always very sincere and honest.
I always wanted an E-Type Jaguar, and in the end I found one in Scotland, and I imported that car into Dubai. It barely ran, so I sat with Vijay and we worked out a plan, and it's a really pleasant experience. And seeing it go together the way the original factory floor technicians would have built the car back in 1961, and then shipped it back to New Zealand, where it's won a club event where it scored the highest score of any car that's ever been in that competition.
The car was the excuse for me to know Vijay, and eventually the relation between Vijay and I became much stronger.
It is a partnership, and it's so much broader than actually just fixing one car. It was about 2 people connecting at the same level about something they were passionate about.
First drive was a very nice feeling. It was a proud feeling. You rescued something, and the car is in a state that it can go for another 50 years.
When you got the roof down, and that wind and the hair feel is something quite different in a 50-year-old classic car. And you know that no amount of money buying a brand new Ferrari is anything like the same as driving this rare, unusual vehicle that has stood the test of time. When I jump into my E-Type or my Daimler Dart, I feel like I'm in my 20s again.